fire danger statement that will go in place across the low country, but there's also just elevated fire weather across pretty much all of the upstate. So I kind of wanted to break this down. Here's a live shot right now on the Table Rock fire. The fact we can actually see this means that the flames are burning pretty hot in the early morning when the humidity is high. So you can kind of go ahead and get a good idea of what will happen once we get to the afternoon and the conditions become much worse. You can see the smoke coming off of the fire there. A lot of folks, you know Table Rock very well in the upstate. And again, this is just going to be a problem as we go through the next several days. So I want to break down the reasons why. Number one, Helene went through the upstate. It ravaged that area. Trees are down. They've been sitting there for months just drying out. Now we have drought conditions across the majority of the state, or at least very dry conditions. So when you factor that in, along with breezy conditions and then very low humidity, so the atmospheric content, very, very low water in the actual air, that will lead to very significant wildfire growth and spread. Essentially, as a meteorologist, I look for things less than about 30%. And when you get into the teens in South Carolina, that is very impressive. Very, very dry conditions in place. We have winds coming off the Appalachians. That is a dry flow, and it is just not good looking up at the upstate as we go into the afternoon today. This, coupled with breezy conditions, will lead to increased fire activity on that Table Rock fire complex. Really would not be surprised to see that really take off going into the afternoon today. 20-30 mile per hour wind gusts, perhaps a little stronger than that in the higher terrain right over the mountain. Even here in the low country, we're breezy and we're dry, so increased fire concerns here as well. And when we look at the upper air pattern going into Friday with high pressure just building in, that means more warmth for us, more dry conditions, not a whole lot of rain in sight. So likely continuing to deal with this over the next several days. You'll be hearing me talk about this all the way through the rest of the work week. But some relief on the way, potentially. Here's a trough of low pressure beginning to dig in as we get closer to Sunday and Monday. This means we will be looking at a chance for some rain across the low country, but potentially also some issues with severe weather as well. So we got